Hello, bridge players! As usual, we have Marc Smith and our conversation about the bridge beating contest. I chose three hands from last month. I don't remember the number, but this one, you open one club, you have ace, king, queen, sixth in clubs.
Yeah, that was number 4. Yeah, that proved to be the hardest hand for everybody. Everybody bid 3-no trump, except any of the panel.
The winning bid was 4 diamonds.
Yeah, anything at the 4 level was okay. 4 clubs was okay. 4-no trump was okay. 4 hearts. So. I mean, the point is that you're very likely to have a slam. Yeah, I just think it's way too good to bid 3-no trump.
I agree.
I mean, you're always going to be able to make 5 of a minor. It doesn't cost anything to investigate the slam. And if you have to stop in 5 of a minor, you stop in 5 of a minor. But
then the next...
The one was number 3, was it? The ace, king, doubleton heart. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the next. I hadn't understood this hand because I said, well, I have too many high card points. I think I'm going for a slam. But the thing is that having ace, king in hearts, it's like a red light.
If you give partner any random 4-4-1, 12 or 13 count, you'll find there's all sorts of holes. The hand he actually had, he had ace, queen, jack of spades, ace, queen of diamonds, and 4 clubs to the 10. But if you give him ace to 4, ace to 4, ace to 4, slam's still useless.
Yep.
If you've got a club loser, a spade loser, and a diamond for this.
And I wanted to compare that to the, I think it was a 7th or 8th problem, where the auction goes similar: 2 spades, 3 hearts, 4 spades, and then you have only 13 high card points.
Yeah.
But going forward is more logical.
Yeah, I think so. You have to decide how to make a slam try.
I think it's very interesting how a 17 high card point hand, you don't want to look for slam or yourself, but then a 13 high card point hand, you want to pursue slam, and in almost the same situation. So let's jump to the first hand, shall we? Yeah, let's start with hand number 1, where we have 8 high card points with a 5-4 in clubs and hearts, 5 clubs and 4 hearts, which is like a limit hand in terms of the jumping or beating at the same level over a double, right?
Yeah.
So probably have to decide between 2 clubs, 2 hearts, 3 clubs, or 3 hearts.
I guess 2 spades is an outside contender. Yes, those are basically the 4 options. Well, there are two policies you can adopt on this hand. You can just bid 3 hearts. That's one option, obviously. Another option is to bid 2 hearts, planning that if the opponent's, let's say, open and then bids 2 spades, when it comes back to you, you can bid 3 clubs. And that would always show longer clubs than hearts. So if you bid a major and then bid a minor after partner's doubled, it almost always shows 4 in the major and longer minor.
Let's go to the second hand then. We have I would say a powerhouse. However, we only have a singleton in spades, which is the other major, because they just made a weak jump over our opening 1 club. And I guess here we can beat 3 clubs, 2-no trump, but I don't think double is an option, right?
Well, you'll get some people doubling, whether that's... I don't think it's an option.
Probably the option I left behind is passing, right?
Yeah, pass is, I guess, an option. Partner couldn't double. Partner couldn't bid. If you're going to stop at a part score, you want to play in 3 clubs, probably.
Okay.
But if you're going to make game, probably it's going to be no trumps. I think at the table he actually had queen to 5 spades. I think queen, jack, doubleton heart, and the jack of clubs. So he had just enough that you could make 3-no trump.
Let's jump to number 3. Here they opened with a weak 2 diamonds, and we doubled with another powerhouse. Partner bids 2 spades. So I guess we have to either beat our clubs, support spades with only 3, or beat no trump with only a double to an ace in their suit.
There's one more option, yeah.
Yeah, 3 diamonds.
Yeah, but it usually shows a hand with 3 spades, because if you had 4, you would raise.
Okay.
What partner's supposed to do with that information if he's only got 4 spades to the 10 and a 0 count? I don't know. It's a very difficult hand, because how are you ever going to get to 6 clubs if you don't bid them? Whatever you bid is flawed. If you bid 3 clubs, you are too good for it. If you bid 3 diamonds, you've lost the club suit probably. Again, 2-no trump. If partner has a nothing count, don't you want to play in 3 clubs? You don't want to play in 2-no trump.
True.
Which is the most likely game. Maybe 4 spades, maybe 3-no trump, maybe 5 clubs. If you belong in game, you don't need much for 4 spades. Jack to 5 spades and a red king, perhaps.
Well, let's move on to the next. And again, we open 1 club. They beat 1 diamond. Partner beats 1 spade, and we have 8 cards suit in clubs, headed by the ace king, and ace jack in hearts, king of diamonds, and 2 small spades. So I guess we could beat clubs again, like 3 clubs. I suppose it's a possibility. I'm not sure if some people will try 3-no trump on the idea that they are not going to lead the ace of diamonds. That's about it. What else?
I had the hand at the table. I bid 5 clubs. Partner had a fairly easy raise to 6. What does 4 clubs show? I don't know. Whether that shows a hand too good to bid 3 clubs, or whether it shows clubs and spades, I don't know. Traditionally, I think a jump to 4 clubs in this sort of situation usually shows ace king queen to 5 clubs and ace king to 4 spades and 2 small, 2 small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that.
Again, it depends on what sort of hand it is. If it's a part score hand, then 3 clubs is where what you want to bid. If it's a game hand, 5 clubs or 3-no trump might be all right. If it's a slam hand, I don't know if 3-no trump will get you there or not. And partner had a flat 12 count, so 3-no trump or some number of clubs, those are your options, or 2 diamonds.
Well, let's continue with the next. We are third hand, partner passed, and they open 1 spade, and we have 17 high card points, but our spades are the 7, 4th, and we have only 2 hearts, so doubling seems like out of the question. 1-no trump without a spade stopper doesn't look nice, so I guess this is a hand where some panelists are going to be 2 diamonds. And that's the only thing that I see interesting apart from passing. What do you think?
Well, those are the 4 options: pass, double, 1-no trump, and 2 diamonds. You have to decide which one you hate the least. Those are your options, though, and obviously flawed 1-no trump. A double that surely partners always bid hearts when you double in this situation. 2 diamonds, you might survive it. Pass. 2 spades, pass. Now you know partner's got short spades.
Yeah.
And you probably want to play something, but how the hell did you get there?
Let's go to number 6. And there was a lot of bidding here. They opened 1 club, partner opened 1 club. 1 diamond from them, 1 spade from us. We have 5-4 in the majors with 15 high card points, but only 2 aces, 3 queens, 3 diamonds from them, which I suppose is weak. 3 spades from partner, 5 diamonds from them again, and well, we have this hand which I think is forward going. I don't think we want to double them in 5 diamonds.
No, I agree with that.
The problem here is that we don't have any cubit in hearts or clubs. But I suspect that partner's points are going to be there, so I believe we have to try for the slam. How do we do that? I think just jump into 6 spades is a possibility. And the other, I guess, is bidding 5 hearts.
Well, one question is pass forcing?
I would say no.
No, I don't think it is either.
Yeah.
So that's, if you don't think pass is forcing, that's not an option. So the choices, therefore, you're left with are 5 spades, 6 spades, and 5 hearts, probably.
Yeah. Well, then we go to number 7, where they open 2 diamonds, which is weak in diamonds, 2 spades, which is natural, non-forcing but constructive, they say, and partner doubles. And we have 5 hearts, which I guess is good because then we have a feed there. But we also have ace queen fifth in spades, and a singleton diamond, and jack second in clubs. So the question here is, do we pass or do we beat a number of hearts? Am I right?
Yeah. Those are, I think, the options. Well, the first question is, do we think we're ever going to get to defend 2 spades double?
3 hearts enough, or
well, that's the question, yes. And is 2 no trump Lebensow?
Isn't Leventhal for weaker hands?
Yes. I mean, so is 3 hearts encouraging?
And the last hand.
Those are obviously going to be the main 3 options, past 3 hearts or 4 hearts. Yeah. No, there's no other sensible options apart from 2 no trump if that's Lebensow.
Yeah. Well, and the final hand, partner open 1 spade, we beat 1 no trump with 11 high card points, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds by partner, 3 clubs, and we have, as I said, 2 aces and king fourth in clubs. So I guess we can beat 3 diamonds, we can pass, I suppose, and maybe double, right? Which would be penalty. Penalty double. Am I right?
Yes. We haven't mentioned the 2 bids I considered at the table. Now, what shape do you think partner is?
5-5.
What, the rest of it?
Well, 2 hearts and a club. Or 3 hearts.
I think that's much more likely. Which is why at the table I bid 4 hearts.
4 hearts? Wow. A motion fit in this situation.
Well, I want to protect the king of clubs.
Of course.
The problem is, he plays in 5-2 spades set, for example. He's going to get forced to trick 1.
Yeah.
And the same in diamonds is going to get forced to trick 1. And they can't force me to trick 1 in hearts. He had ace king jack to 5, king queen 1, and 5 to the 10. So you could make 5. You could make 5 diamonds or 4 hearts. But I didn't think 3 diamonds was enough, so 4 diamonds was my other choice. Well, I think a lot of the panel will double, but I don't think the clubs are good enough.
Yeah, and they are badly placed. I mean, if we were behind the 2 club leader,
partner's got no clubs.
Yeah.
And you have no club tricks.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not like you've got king 10 9x.
Exactly.
You know, if you had king 10 9x of clubs, I think you could double.
Yeah.
And expect to get a decent penalty.
Yeah.
But partner's going to be fairly disappointed if you make a penalty double. He sticks it because he's got a void. He thinks you've got good clubs, and you turn out to have no trump tricks.
Yeah. So 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, 4 diamonds, and 4 hearts.
Well, 4 hearts isn't a realistic option, I don't think. That's what I bid at the table, but perhaps 3 hearts is, if you're going to bid hearts, 3 is enough.
Yeah.
Of course, 3 diamonds, 4 diamonds, 3 hearts. I mean, doubles obviously a contender. I just don't like it.
And aren't you afraid that? I mean, could partner support hearts with only 2? If you beat 3 hearts?
Well, it could, just because it expect you to have more than 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could, but I just think the bidding says he's going to have 3 hearts. I mean, diamonds might play okay. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if just most of the panel doubled, and I just don't think it's the right bid.
Yeah.
So I don't want to discourage people from doubling, because that might well be the top scoring Mark. But I don't think it's the right bid.
Well, we'll meet again next month.
Indeed, yes.
And let's see how the scores come this month. Let's see if it's indeed the hardest one, or
it is. Well, the first two of the month, the average score was around 45, and the last 2 have been around 50.
See you then next month.
Indeed. You have a good month. Stay safe.
Well, I hope you had good pointers for your answers to the bidding contest. Remember to answer in BBO. And of course, please leave a like in the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.